So I wanted to share information knowledge about a new type of marketing, which is email marketing. Now, in the basic format, as you would have guessed, an email marketing, it looks like a set of scheduled emails scheduled beforehand, carrying a specific theme each time for the email and serving a definite purpose. Now, Deep, just again back to you. So apart from that, gentlemen, in the grocery segment, any other person were they able to make connections?
When I received a job offer from Hyderabad, Telangana, the company name was Salesonic, and he was uh, uh, hiring me about he want AI automations in their marketing agency. So, and he called me to for interview, but I can't go there.
Hey, first of all, congratulations, Deep, on getting this interview call. Can you please just help me understand? I mean, help all of us understand. So, was it like you didn't want to come to Hyderabad, or was it like you appeared for the interview, but after the interview, they have kept the decision on hold? What is the exact thing?
If they want to do job from their main at office.
And you don't want to move to Hyderabad.
Yes, sir. I want to do job from the remote at my location.
So, okay, fair enough. That's also absolutely fine. In fact, I think, and that is what I had been training all of you for. So, I mean, though the training is that you can take the job also if you want, and should you want, you can take an independent consultancy as well. Great. So, coming back to this, let me switch on the. Bear with me for a minute, please.
Okay.
So, let's say that we have this. Let's pick our syrup itself, the Tech for Gen Z vertical. So say we want to have a mailing email campaign if we want to run. How do we go ahead about that? So what is an email campaign? As was discussing a few minutes back, an email campaign is a set of pre-scheduled emails comprising of both subjects and the subject and the content and serving a definite theme. Now, how do we create this kind of a schedule? And how do we send the email? Shall we do it manually? Shall we do it using automation? So I'll answer the last question first. Definitely, you can do it using automated automation. There are a host of tools available outside Aweber. A lot of tools are there which you can use for automation. However, for a startup or an SME, if you are joining, in order to say cut the cost, what we can do is we can use the free tools. So that is a manual. So we can do a manual once in a day. We just get up and we go ahead and send the emails, because the understanding is that the number of people to whom we are sending is less than 100. The moment it crosses 100 or 150, that is a good time when we start sending it using automation. However, till 100, it's absolutely fine. Now, coming to the part, how do we create the content? For that, what I had done is over the past, okay, so for that, what we can do is, one thing is we can design the content ourselves, which takes considerable amount of time. The second is we use the smart tools and we get inspiration from an influencer. So what I mean to say is we figure out in which vertical we are, that we do, right? Or in which vertical my client is. I go to Google, I figure out the top influencers, I go to Facebook, I figure out the top influencers. I go to the Instagram, I figure out the top influencers. And this exercise now we have done. Each of us here today have know about this exercise. So that is the foundation. Once you have done that, what you do is you you go to their website. So few of these influencers, almost all of them, influencers will have their website, and in majority of the cases, they will be having an email newsletter. So what you need to do is you need to figure out those influencers and get yourself enrolled to those newsletters. That will give you a hang of how this gentleman, the influencer, is tuning his emails, is tuning his schedule, is tuning his content, subject lines for his clientele, because your clientele and his clientele are the same. So, and he is an influencer means he has already done it and been there, right? So what you do is you get inspiration, you get enrolled to his subscribe to his newsletter, and you keep a stack of those newsletters every day. You keep going through them for your learning also, and then you create a entire a range, entire, I would say, like at least a year long. Go on, I mean, keep on collecting and have like an year long data with them. Now, doesn't mean that you have to wait for an year to start the email. The email you can start campaign after a fortnight or 3 weeks. The idea of why I am referring that you should not unsubscribe after 3 weeks once you learn that how is he doing, how is he sending, he or she is sending. The reason is that across the year, there are multiple occasions which happen. There are multiple events which happen. Barring some exceptional events, most of the events keep repeating every year. For example, let's say we start in the January 1st and we have the Happy New Year event. So how does my influencer, the successful guy, is composing a letter, an email on the Happy New Year. Then comes the 14th of January. We have the Pongal, we have the Bihu, we have the Chura Dahi. So we figure out what is the kind of email which this influencer is sending. Then we have 26th January. What is the kind of email which this gentleman is sending? Apart from these holidays, there will be some religious festivals. Say, for example, you will have recently, for example, there was this event in which we give gold, right, to the women in the house. So what is that? What kind of an email does this person send? Across the year, then you have Christmas, all these things, like multiple festivals are there. Then apart from the festivals, you have financial events. Say, for example, you have the ministry, it rolls out something on the related to, for example, they figure out that, okay, every a few months, they will say that, okay, 6 months, they will say that we have new economic policy. And the finance minister will hold a session in parliament, and they will throughout the day, like 3-4 hours, she will be keep on speaking about what are the new financial changes. So if our client is going to be affected by any of those financial changes, what is the newsletter content which this person is sending? So that is the reason I say that keep on receiving the person's email for as long as possible. Okay, because that will cover almost every repeating thing which happens, starting from festivals, events, both like religious, financial, others, and across the globe. So if there are some major changes related to, say, for example, trade tariffs, what kind of an email my person is sending? So all these things you keep collecting in your email, in your Gmail or whichever mail tool you use. And then once you have a considerable, say you have 3 weeks of data with you, that is the time when you can either design yourself or you can use a smarter tool, which I prefer is using ChatGPT. So I have a premium version of ChatGPT because I believe that, better results can come if we are going for premium. So in this premium version, we start feeding the data to this email content to churn out our sequence of emails. And now I'm going to show you how. Let me share my screen. Welcome, Karthik, Prajesh, Sai. Okay.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, dear. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Lovely. So can you guys see this gentleman, Siddharth Rajshekhar? Can you see this list of emails?
Yes, sir.
Great. So
Yes, sir.
what I did, great, lovely. So what I have done is, as you can see, 1 to 100 of many. So I had subscribed to him some more than 3 months back. Now I have a lot of data from him, which is coming. Now you can see that there is some repeat things which he sends from the subject line. And then there are some different things which he sends. So Siddharth Rajshekhar is, as I mentioned, that he's a influencer in his category, in which coaching category in which we are, though he is in a slightly different coaching category. We are in the kids category, but at least I wanted to see that how does this successful gentleman does. So I have enrolled to his newsletter. I am gonna go to this one, pick the first one, and let's go through this. So this is an enter webinar, Gaurav Kumar. So he has put a personalization. So while you are going for like manual email sending, which I was mentioning, maybe this takes a lot of time. Every time you say enter webinar, Deepraj, enter webinar, Sai, enter webinar, Anvesh. I mean, you keep on changing the names, but you'll have to spend a lot of time in this. Like enter the subject line, then the person's name. So instead of doing that, you can till you are an SME, if you can do like 20 emails you can send with personalizations, great, please do that. If not, at least have this thing. Enter webinar, and you can say dear guest, or enter webinar, dear, some kind of a dear learner. Yeah, something like that. Let's look at the content. Hi, Gaurav. The webinar is starting at 11 a.m. So I had enrolled to his webinar also. He says you can enter now. Learn how we attracted these many customers, this much revenue in just a few clicks. And then he clicks on, gives a button, right? Join on Zoom. And then he gives his final, signing off title. Turn your expertise into this and his picture, right? And towards the end, he gives the address and unsubscribe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this. I'm going to copy this subject line. Now here, I deliberately want to show you something. So if we are trying to copy, say subject, you see this icon in some of the tools, maybe the text pad or I don't know what you use. So this thing will not come properly. So you will miss out. There is this icon. Can you see this icon becomes a question mark? The tick mark here, in the subject, tick mark, enter webinar, it becomes like it's not being interpreted correctly. So once I give this as a feedback to ChatGPT, it may not get it. So what I recommend to do is not use these kind of tools for this. Okay. Instead, use the WordPad. That works for me. Should work for you. So I mention here subject, and I mention this, and then I mention content, and I'm gonna go there and copy the content. So he puts a logo here as well. So I'm going to take this till here, right? And I'm going to put this. Let's see. So it's captured. Okay. So this is one subject. Then I'm going to put a separator. Put a next subject. Let's look at his next subject. His next email is, I made a lot of mistakes. This is the catchy, right? So the email subject line has to be catchy, right? Otherwise, it looks like you have, a subs and a spam has come to my email. You don't want that. Someone who is a parent who has already subscribed to me, showed interest to me over my over my ad campaigns. To them, it should not look like a generic. It should look like some kind of a catchy thing. So one of the catchy things which he had done is he has exposed himself. I made a lot of mistakes. People normally they refrain from mentioning, and this is a human psychology I'm sharing with you. Please, uh, this will really help you. So people normally, as and when we are growing older, in fact, I would say from the age 10-year onwards, as and when the kids start feeling that for mistakes they will be reprimanded, they start hiding their, the work, the things which they do, which they think that they will be reprimanded for. But the moment you open up, if a kid opens up, that I made some mistake, you really have a big heart for him. You really want to listen to him. So this is a psychological trick which this gentleman is using. He says, I made a lot of mistakes. Now, immediately you feel like, hey, there looks to be some guy who is ready to admit his mistake, which even at times I am not ready to do. Let me listen to him. So I made a lot of mistakes. Maybe this can save you years. So I'm going to copy this. I come here, content, and then I'm going to go here. And then I take this. If you see, I mean, he shares a personal story here. Let's go through this. In fact, hi Gaurav, can I share something personal? This isn't about a tactic or success stories. In 2011, I lost the job. I spent 8 years building a career. I remember feeling ashamed. So he's opening up, right? My wife was 3 months pregnant. Looking back, that was the start of a big shift. I was scared. I tried everything. Most of it didn't work. I kept thinking I have to hustle more. Uh, I started asking, what do I want my life to look like? What do I really want to help? Whom do I want to help? I will teach you my. Now, towards the end, he says, I will teach you my freedom business model. Here is what I'll walk you through. Yeah, click here to join me tomorrow. So there is a CTA. Now you guys know. So what he has done is he made a catchy subject line, personal story, crafted beautifully. Then he says that, okay, this is what I'm going to share with you, and a CTA followed by his signature, right? So we are gonna do this. We are just gonna copy this. Separator. Let's go to next email. What just happened in Chennai is about to ripple into your life tomorrow. See, guys, if you have seen, this is the way which we have learned to create our Instagram or Facebook post is exactly the same thing which he is trying to repeat in the email campaign. As and when you are getting your fundamentals strong by practicing also with me on the Tech for Gen Z, which Deep is doing in an excellent fashion, you can have a better and better understanding how to create similar campaigns on other platforms. So be it an email campaign, be it a WhatsApp campaign. Here, if you see what just happened, he's creating some kind of a surprise element. And we have learned that surprise element should be present as one of the themes if we are designing if we are preparing a schedule for 15-day Instagram. One of them will be some kind of a question mark or some kind of a surprise, some kind of a quiz. You will see he does everything over here. What just happened in Chennai? So I'll say subject, and then I'll say content. I just returned from something. Just look at this. Over 900 coaches and creators gathered under one roof. And what happened over those days is hard to put. People laughed, cried, danced. More than 160 people were awarded. But this wasn't just a celebration. It was a revolution, a moment of history where people from all walks of life chose to say, enough of playing small. It's time to rise. Read the full story. And then he has created a post. And he points the link for us over here. Once say we are starting, so we can write the story and we can say for more, I would like you to get more benefits by looking at our website, which is over here. And you mention the website here, right? So that you can create. And then he never forgets to put the CTA. So next day again, there is 11 a.m. is the automated session, which he does. But because he's extremely mature now, But he asks you to register, and then once you register, you go to his automated session. So I'm going to copy this. Separator. Next subject. If Monday feels heavy, see, now he has gone to the a line of on the lines of weekday. So he is trying to map a specific weekday into an email, into some content, useful content. So Monday blues we have heard, right? So if Monday feels heavy, read this tonight. And when is he sending? He's sending it on Sunday. So you know what? A better way actually to do is send on Sunday. Okay. Now you can say this. You can add some content over here. If Monday feels heavy, you can add some. Sorry, you can add the day on which it was sent and be smart about it after reading these lines. Okay. So we don't have to do a blind copy paste. We have to actually see that if it is on sending on, if he is sending something about Monday, when is he sending? When does he want me to read? So he has sent on Sunday at 9:30 p.m. Maybe he wants people to, once they are hitting the bed, they will normally check the email. Yeah, many a times. So he wants them to check at that point in time, right? And he's carrying a very good psychology here. Again, I think all of you would know this by now. Since our childhood days, our parents used to say that if you want to remember anything, get better marks at school, and if you are having difficulty in remembering something, always take that book with you towards the night. Before sleeping, just read that book, right? That is also which we say once we want people to imbibe values, right? Say, for example, I mean, not right now, but yeah, till few days back, I used to read Bhagavad Gita with my kid, and he asked some very, while he and at night while sleeping. So he used to ask some intriguing questions after going through that Bhagavad Gita, and to be honest with you, I didn't have answers. I went and in fact, I spoke to my spiritual guru, and then he helped me clarify that, right? So anything, if we want people to remember for a very long time, or to register in their subconsciousness, night is the time to do that, and he's doing at night, right? So please remember this. So he sends it on Sunday night. So always remember, if we are sending, what time we are sending. Subject have we captured? Lovely. Let's look at this content. Okay, so let's go through the content. Let's not go through blindly. Hi, Gaurav. It's Sunday night. Oh, here he says, it's Sunday night. The world is slowing down. Your phone isn't buzzing. Dinner is done. You're scrolling. Beautifully, he's crafting, but something inside you isn't still. There's that familiar knot in the chest, that quiet weight in your mind, feeling you can't quite name. Monday is coming. Another round of alarms, commutes, inbox explosions. For what? A paycheck? Not really. Let's be honest. You are tired. You're not just physical. You wake up early. So he says that you are performing the daily course, right? Let me tell you. And then he drafts a story, and he drafts I think the same story. But the same story now he has put across in a slightly different fashion. Yeah, slightly different fashion, right? And so let me ask you, what do you really want? We have a webinar and a CTA. CTA should be here. So this is an inspiring email, and it's a CTA, right? So here we go, and we copy this. So okay. Now, hey, I mean, there are plenty of them. I also want to share with you about some. So we have seen a Monday weekday based, surprise based, personal story based, webinar doors closing. Just before the webinar, he also sends. Let's look at this time also. Please check this. So if there is a major event which you have scheduled, so his webinar would be at around somewhere around 11 a.m. But he has sent at 11:24. I think there may be some issue into his automation tool. Normally, you will send it like 10 minutes before, right? So there is this hurry webinar door closing. This is also a type of an email which you can automate. But we are looking at this campaign and overcome your financial challenges. So this is one. I wanted to show you something about a festival, Akshay Tritiya. Yeah, Akshay Tritiya offer. So here we have Akshay Tritiya is this offer, is this festival wherein we give the gold, right? So now let's see how does he engage, how does he try to engage with our clients, with his potential prospects and clients. Potential prospects on Akshay Tritiya. So there's a festival. So I will say subject is a festival, and content is let's see, I got it. Here's the Akshay Tritiya offer is officially open for another 4 hours. My silver plus gold membership, which is usually worth this. So he is now selling, right? And which makes sense. He has provided me benefits. He has provided me some beautiful stories, surprises. He has shown value in his webinar. So now he's doing the sales, which is what a salesman would do, right? And then he keeps it small and simple. So here we go. We copy this. Click here, CTA, always the CTA, always, which you guys are now very good at, I would say. You would have imbibed this now. Let's see if I can have some more different kind of a content. Offer closing, Akshay Tritiya. He sent 3 mails for Akshay Tritiya, 2 on April 30, you see. So this also we have to note. Second mail he sent at 5 p.m. First mail in the morning, 9 a.m. You see, separated by an 8-hour distance, right? 9 a.m., then 5 p.m. And one more Akshay Tritiya offer he would have sent a previous day, few days before. Diamond Showcase live tonight. So he's scheduling an event actually, and he is tagging it with Akshay Tritiya special, which he sends 2 days before, right? Okay, I want to see something more. Then once a webinar starts also, so this is automation which you can do. So if the webinar starts, you can ask the people to join. When will it be your time? What if money wasn't a stress anymore? You were meant for more. So all these, you see, all these lines are very catchy. I almost gave up doing what, right? A quiet Sunday question, which is sent on, I'm sure, on Sunday, right? Boss, the cook, the maid. You see, the boss, the cook, the maid. So he's creating a story like this, and you. So beautiful things. So once we are getting a client, let's try to figure out the best value we can give him by getting enrolled to these awesome people, awesome influencers. So for now, I would recommend that we do it for at least 15 and more, I would say, right? But at least for these 50, let's say if I have done for 5 right now, I'm going to show you how I am going to generate an entire schedule for myself. So I go to ChatGPT. This also I'll tell you today. Okay, you are the best. So I assign the role essentially to ChatGPT, best email campaign creator, and have excellent knowledge about social media and email marketing. I am copy pasting the email sequence from one of the influencers in my domain. The influencer is a coach, and I teach Gen AI. Now here you mentioned that what do you do, right? Because let's say we got a client from an SME, let's say for a retail grocery shop, for whom we want to run an email campaign. However, the influencers who are there, maybe they are doing it for some big organization, some very big shop, say DMart kind of a thing, right? Or maybe they are running it for some kind of for their own, they have something listed on Amazon. So they may be running some email campaign for Amazon. So it's important for us that I tell them that the influencer is a coach. The influencer okay, is a coach, and I teach Gen AI for kids. So now it gets the context. I want you to copy pasting the email sequence, including subject line and contents. Include, though it will read that emojis, but from one of the influencers is going to teach, I want you to learn that and create an email sequence for me for the, let's say, next 1 week. Okay. And here is the so though I would have done like 4 or 5 emails, but I would recommend you do like 15 emails over here. It's getting copied. I think ChatGPT free version, whether it will allow the content of 15 email or not, you'll have to check that. What happened? And it should be able to do this is not. Okay, and let's go and let's take a look. Let it work. Okay, one thing which I did, I am using this model, it is okay, but I should have used ChatGPT 4 because this I use for coding. 17 email sequence, it is a punchy subject line and lyrical Gen Z friendly copy designed to turn curious parents, you see, into excited registrants for you. Gen AI for kids. I have riffed at Siddharth's cadence. But infused your AI for kids angle, poetic flourish, and that IIT teacher cred. Lovely. So it's working. So let's wait over here. Okay. And here we are. So it creates this, your kid superpower, day one, invitation and hook. Subject, your kid superpower and generative AI, and with an icon, because this gentleman is using this, icon. So let's use that. Hi name, what's your, so here, now, if there is, as I mentioned, like up to 20, you can personalize. Beyond 20, hello learning parent. So here, this you can replace. So hello, interested or curious parents, something like that. What if your 12-year-old could chat with AI as easily as texting a friend and build magic with it? Tomorrow at 5, I'm going live to show. So it has learned that our Siddharth, the influencer, is scheduling some webinars, right, at 11 a.m. So what it does is, for me, it also creates this sentence saying, tomorrow I'm going to share something live. What we are going to cover. So if you see Siddharth in his email, he was covering that what he's going to cover: freedom to do this, that, the secret sauce, etc., teaching kids to ask better questions. And then Siddharth is giving some registration CTA link, which is giving here. Let's give a head start. Signature. I'm surprised why it has not given a subscribe list. Normally it should give a unsubscribe from email. That is a requirement now if we are sending it through, to automated list, we should put something, some kind of a link here saying you have to provide an option to the email receiver to unsubscribe. That's a good norm. Second subject line, behind the scenes story. So this time, what was the first? He has given an invitation. Second, a story, right? Behind the scenes, he was creating a story, right? I didn't have a job and all that stuff, right? So last week, my 10-year-old niece asked, can I write fairy tales? You see? And then he goes on and creates this entire, beautiful thing, The spark is why I created this course, Zero Tech Overwhelm. Social proof and results. See, everything what we have learned in the fundamentals, my dear, we have to provide social proofs. Remember the creating of posts, landing pages, feedback, etc. So 200 plus young geniuses can't be wrong. Subject. This is the subject, right? And this is actually a good hook. Hi name. Here's the proof in pixels. Ta, 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 ta. Then overcoming objections. My kid is too young for AI. He's already thinking, and think again. So then deep dive and offer. So he's also now going to sell the course. He has seen one of the emails where he's trying to sell and save your bonus. Here you can give the link to the payment, or you can create a separate small landing page for the payment. Urgency and final reminder. He has seen that email. The GPT has seen that email and creates this, TikTok, that 2 free coaching call bonus. So you can slightly customize this for your a prospect. Thank you and next steps. Your hint, live kickoff. See, so this is something which now you have an email sequence, which I wanted you to actually. I was waiting for quite some time. In fact, that once I have some good number of emails, I will share. And this was ready. In fact, I could have done it a few weeks back, but it took some time. So now you guys have some knowledge on how do we do email marketing. In fact, the only more thing which you need to do beyond this, need to know beyond this, is get access to an automated tool, which once you have a uh, uh, good number of clients, and or you are working in a company, then the company can pay for it. Or once you have good number of paying clients, you can focus on getting more clients and leave this tool email for automation. That's the only more thing which you need to learn in the email marketing. That is it. The fundamentals which we have learned, please remember this. The same things get replicated every time. Post creation, marketing. Once we have the first week which we spent in learning, like what is the human psychology behind marketing, and then we started building up upon it. Beyond that, it's mostly these fundamentals will assist us. Whether, as we saw the Instagram, the same thing. Once you have say you want to create something on the WhatsApp sequence, some customer tomorrow comes and says that, hey, you know what, I'm gonna provide you an what do you call, a lot of my customers WhatsApp list, and I want you to keep engaging with them on the WhatsApp platform. This is exactly what you need to do. So what you need to do is you figure out who is your WhatsApp influencer, who is getting you engaged, similar WhatsApp influencer, get enrolled with 3 of them. Yeah. What they are sending, which date they are sending. Once you learn, like 30 days, if you read, after that, you don't really need to read. You just keep copy pasting it into your chat GPT. Only if the major events come, you should read those emails. You paste it in GPT, get the content, put it in the list. And there is a WhatsApp automation tool, though I have my own tool which I have prepared using my my own coding and all. But there are paid tools also. They also charge you something. I think 5,000 or something. I forgot what was he going to charge me. I said I can write it myself. So in case you can write it yourself, you can. You do that. Else you can use the tools, paid tools. Same for WhatsApp marketing and any other marketing. Content creation, once we know. Humans like 9, 8, and AI tool. My dear Deepraj, I really don't know. Can you please tell us what is this night and Deep? Can you please tell us what is this night and AI tool? I don't know about this.
N8N is an AI tool for automation, social media marketing. You can schedule email and you can schedule post. but it is a paid version only.
Hmm. Okay, thanks. Thank you. I mean, fine. I mean, most of the tools which I have seen are paid actually because paid, you get value, right? Once you save time, you get
But
value.
but but sir, it gives you a 7-day trial also.
7-day trial. Yeah, I mean, most of these
Free
tools,
trial.
even Aweber, I think it offers 30 days trial or something. There was another tool which was offering the some same 15 days trial. So you can try it out, and I would recommend that only if you're getting a paid customer, and or if you're, let's say you are totally decided that I'm gonna work on my consultancy, so you can treat this as your investment. This tool money, you can treat it as an investment, because that way, instead of spending your valuable time in copy pasting the mail to 30 customers, you can use this 15 minutes of avoiding this copy paste into your useful work, right? So it's a totally personal choice. I will leave it at that. Any questions regarding this?
No, sir.
Uh, okay, so I also wanted to show you something. Let's say we have run these campaigns. That running the campaign I had shown you, right? Uh, Now, how do we actually evaluate those campaigns? How do we follow up? So this is the same business Facebook. This part, I guess, I'm sure you guys know. I go to the home. In the home, you will see something like a lead center. You go to the lead center. This way would be- yeah. And here you can see all the leads which have filled up my form. Everyone, along with the dates. This date, this form was filled up. It was a paid ad on which they had filled up. And now is our time to convert with them, start the engagement with them. So I click on this complete form and I see what they have written in the form. Their details would be there, which I had asked them. He has mentioned this is his detail. So now is our time to go ahead and start, or you pass on these details to the sales team. Or if the person, let's say your job is also like you are getting additional a role to send them the basic, at least the basic emails we can send. This is our responsibility as a social media marketer. So you can start your email campaigns with them, and then you can pass the same number to the sales team, who can start following up with them for over the calls, and if there is a need for personal meet, etc. So these are the details now, which you can, and this form, I think we created together. Can one of you, I think I ran this ad
So,
deliberately. I remember delaying it one day to do it with you, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes.
yes, sir.
Okay, good. Very happy. Okay. So same thing is actually true for every other content, every other prospect who have filled this form. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And as I had informed you, that day it was not running, I remember, because I had not added the credit card. The moment I added the card, it worked great. So it needs a card, that's all. So what I did, I also would like to share with you. What I did was, I prefer to not work with, okay. So what I did was I added the card. And then I added my prepaid money. As soon as some money was started to get deducted on the card, I blocked this transaction on the card, right? So the card, normally the person will, who is the card holder, they will get a prompt saying, do you want to authorize the transaction? So I requested the gentleman to decline the transaction, and I added money from my wallet to this account using the UPI, right? So Facebook allows that. Uh, did we see that, how we are adding? While payment, it gives you a QR code. So you add that, and then I pay the amount which was deducted by this gentleman to him, and then my campaign continues. So what I did is, for entire 7 days campaign, I deposited the money in advance, so that I don't have to worry on that. Okay. So this is what we do, and for the email campaign and follow up, how do we follow up on the Facebook? So now today, actually, I am actually very happy to say that I have been observing the work of Deep Raj. So Deep is the one who had been handling the Facebook and Insta of Tech for Gen Z for I think more than 10 days now, I think for 2 weeks now. And he has done a lot of improvement. In fact, I can confidently say that Deep can handle an account now. Okay, so he has taken. I can see the initial work which was coming. Naturally, all of us are learners. So whatever comment, whatever post he was creating, slowly after the feedback, I started to see the changes in the color of the changes in the title, the colors which are used at appropriate places, not overdoing it, the font sizes, different font sizes being used, relevant images which he generates using AI. So he has learned the generative AI also in a beautiful way. I'm very sure. The hashtags, the CTA. I mean, I'm actually floored by Deepraj's work. The variety of content he creates from regular posts to carousels. Even he tried creating a reel as well. So it's superb, Deep, and I'm very happy to see that the quality of work which you are producing is
Thank you, sir.
amazing. Is amazing.
Thank you, sir. It is glad to. I'm going in the right direction. So
You are 100% in the right direction, my friend. I can assure you on that. Okay. Now, Deep, please don't get me wrong, but I would like to award this opportunity to a few other guys over here, such that because I think 19th is your last date, Prajesh?
Sir, 18th, sir, 18th.
18th. So this week, Prajesh, would you like to take up this responsibility?
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Great. So I would request Deep to have a call with you after this, or or you can you can continue. I think it's better to have a separate call. So Deep, you can have a call with him, maybe preferably before 8:30, and you can tell him what are the things you are following. So like what time you send the things to me for review, how are the different contents you are preparing, the calendar which you are preparing, which you have learned. So once you tell that to him, please start. The tools are already I have taught you, Prajesh. So it's the schedule which Deep will tell you. I would recommend you start working on that immediately. And let's follow the timelines strictly, which Deep has been following till now, right?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. And Anvesh, Ishwar, and Karthik, please forgive me. I mean, I couldn't grant this opportunity to uh, do this part. However, if you guys are interested and are committed, we can rotate this even while you are at college. But yes, I would repeat, only if you are interested and if you think that after joining the college you will get time. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Oh, so any questions for today?
Sir, for sending the emails automatically, I mean, using the automation tools, what kind of automation tools we need to apply for sending the bulk emails for 100 people, a lot of 100 people?
I'm going to share that with you. So be it any kind, can you view my screen, Anvesh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So be it any automation tool, what you need to do is you do this email marketing automation tool. Okay. Here you will go. Zoho is one very affordable one. Naturally, Zoho is into a lot of things. Social media, if you
Sir, it
go.
is paid one.
Yes, yeah, this is paid. All the automated tools you will find paid. A smart lead email, I have not known about that, but you can check this out. HubSpot is something which I have, seen. Active Campaign is something which is good. MailChimp I have used. So Active Campaign is also very good, in fact. HubSpot. So what you can do is, once you have these 5 things, right? So what I would normally do is, I will take this. Sorry, 15 more. Zoho is not just, yeah. And what I do, I take this, I take a snapshot, I go here and I tell ChatGPT, I have the attached following, or I have attached a snapshot of automated email tools. I want you to help me prepare a tabulated data for each, considering their pros, cons, prices, features, etc. And I'm gonna take this snapshot. Okay. So now I leave it to ChatGPT. Other thing which you can do is, and I think you should do is, try to go to a few of these. HubSpot, for example, is a renowned one. Try to go to, and apart from email marketing, HubSpot, Zoho, they offer a whole bunch of other marketing tools also, right? So you can automate your post scheduling also, right? So this is kind of an R&D which I'm mentioning, right? So this R&D you need to do. Just a second, my dear. Yeah. So you can do this. Meanwhile, I'll go check here if something is. Oh, what happened? Yeah. And you can also check a list here. Yeah, not the list. Again, I use this for me. I really know. Actually, I mean, I should have changed this model to 4.0. And okay, so here we have one more provided by our V. Yeah. These are essentially, Slack channels and all, which they also offer integration. There are multiple automation tools, super smart automation tools like Make. Yeah, they also help in
Yes,
this.
sir, this tool is used by all the top influencers
I'm
on
very sure,
Instagram.
very sure. Good. Thanks to share this tool. Yeah, really thanks to share this tool. I'll bookmark this. I'd used Make earlier. I had used another tool earlier. I think the name. But yeah, this is super. But yeah, the free version of them, they come with a lot of limitations. They will allow you to do only 2 or 3 automations at a time and
Yes, sir.
find them. So it's taking some time, Charan. Okay. It's taking some time, but let's wait. Let's but we get the idea, right? It will, this way you can get a hang of all the features, right? Which you can research over here. Anvish, was I able to answer your question, my dear?
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
okay. So just
Sir,
like
but I mean, like, just we need to, I mean, like, enter the kind of the emails and send the emails directly with the tool.
yes, yes, yes. You can, put the content there. You can schedule it. Sunday morning, you sit down start at 7 o'clock. Create this content. In 20, 15, 20 minutes. or 15 minutes if you have the Word document not ready. And then you go to that tool, you put that for each day, you schedule that, put the content and the subject. Okay. You schedule the date and you put the prospect list over there. Okay. And that's it. You're good. You go back Sunday, you spend, you go and play cricket. Okay. So here we
Sir,
are.
for the customization, for sending that for different people with the different names,
Mhm.
uh, is it required to change it every time, or else no need to change it, or else we can able to change to the from the eight?
There is no need to change. In fact, once what happens is this. So before I answer your question, can you see this? This way you can get a, pros, cons of all the features at one place. You can
Yes,
ask
sir.
it to become more specific. Please give me only for emails. Yeah. Only for email it is given. 19 per month for 1,000 contacts. Okay. So Anvesh, how it happens is this. So what are the inputs which you are going to provide to this automation tool? Say you select Active Campaign, which is my favorite. So in Active Campaign, you pick this, you provide it the content line, subject line, content, date to send, and then you provide it with an Excel file containing data in a specific format for that tool. This specific format of the Excel may slightly differ from one tool to other, right? MailChimp was using something different. MailChimp I had used extensively again. So it was using slightly different. But more or less what this Excel will contain, the first name, last name, email ID, in a WhatsApp automation tool also, the phone number. This is the minimum thing which it will contain, right? So sometimes it also contains gender, and those are optional, right? So once you provide this Excel file to the tool, it will say import. There will be a button called import Excel, import contact list. So after providing the subject, content, etc., schedule date, you say import contact list. Contact list is imported, and then you say schedule. What happens is if you are scheduled for Monday 8 o'clock in the morning, at Monday 8 o'clock, it will go say, Dear Deep Raj, because it will read Deep Raj from the first name from the Excel, and then it will say in the subject again, if there is a customization, hooray, Deep Raj, welcome to the welcome Monday morning, Deep Raj. Right? So in the subject also, it will accommodate accordingly, it will customize. And what will you put in the subject line then? Or the email, wherever personalization is needed, you will put exactly that column from the Excel. So say the columns of Excel are first name, last name, email ID, gender. So you will say you want the first name. Everyone wants to be addressed as first name. So what you will say is in the subject line or the email content, you will say hi, and then you will put a bracket. That tool will tell you that whether it's a bracket or a square shaped thing, rhombus. So you will say curly braces, whatever. So hi, curly braces, first underscore name. That's it. And you do it only once, and it's done for all the contacts which are present in the. It personalizes for all the contacts which are present in the Excel. Does it answer your question, Anvish?
With the TA tool, sir.
With the pay tool, yes, my dear friend.
Okay, sir.
Did you get the clarity?
Yes, sir, I got it.
Sir, actually, that
Good
will.
morning, Charan.
Good morning, sir. Sorry, sir. Just now I wake up one day.
Don't worry, I understand. Tell me.
Um, Actually, maybe it isn't paid tool, now, sir. For thinking in a company perspective view, maybe we have to reduce our costs so that if our clients is like maybe 100 to 200 members, maybe we can group them, now, sir. Like Google groups. For that, if we keep one message, it will go to everyone. But it either here we will not be like a customized mode, so that we have to keep like message like general equality. Hi, my dear fellow, like that. We have to continue our message, now, sir. Maybe I'm thinking like that.
So are you meaning to imply that Google Group offers this functionality as a free tool?
Sir, we can send the emails at a time for the entire group, those who are there in the group, so that like I'm saying about the scalability and money, sir. If we are doing this thing for the 200 people or 300 people, the cost and cost for the that specific app or application is maybe more, na, sir. Like maybe I saw in that page, maybe for 1,000 members, like $19, like that they're saying.
Yes.
Mm.
So yes, Charan, in fact, I have used this like scheduling feature on Google and Gmail and all. But let's say if I have a month-long email schedule to send with personalization, does Google Group offer it for free this entire 30 days? I would be
No, no,
maybe I don't know then please.
no, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, so exactly. So in case it is not doing, that is the reason we are referring to these other tools like MailChimp, ActiveCampaign, HubSpot, Zoho. Those are the tools where once, like before you joined, we were discussing like, yes, if we are like getting 100 plus contacts, we have to actually, think about optimization and we go for time saving always. So that's the time to, switch from free to paid. So that threshold also we are discussing around this 100 number itself. For SMEs, they will say, no, I mean, 100 mail people are there, 50 people are there, just send it manually. But as and when we are growing, it's always better to go for automation. Yeah, Charan?
Sir, is there any specific number like this money people we can hold with the free? Is there like any threshold values there?
It depends on the company's budget, my dear. Okay, so some people, I have seen some places wherein they just keep on sending even to 200, 220 people, like, okay, send it manually. I won't prefer that. For me, if it is exceeding 25 to 30, I would immediately like to switch to automation. Till 30, yes, it's okay. We can spend some 15, 17 minutes in a day. That's okay. But beyond 30 to 40, no. I would want either myself or my employee to work smartly and switch to automation.
Sir,
But
enough.
yes, here
Oh.
again, one more thing before I conclude. So once we reach a stage wherein out of this 30, 40 mails which we send and we decide to go for automation, some ROI we have seen in the past 1 month, right? So say that the company as a company or as a business owner tomorrow, you guys decide that, hey, you know what? Now I am getting client, but now I am not, now is the phase I'm struggling to get a client, which initially will be true for every one of you. So shall I go for automation or shall I go for free? In my opinion, till 25, 30, 40, do it put in a extra sweat, do it manually. The moment out of these 30, 40 people whom you are contacting regularly, in a month, one of them will get converted, minimum. Treat that money not as your profit, treat that as your investment, and treat that as like, okay, I'm going to invest it in smart tools. This person is going to pay me monthly 10,000 rupees. Out of this 10,000, 3,000 go to email automation, 2,000 go to social media automation. And now I will think even more smartly. Okay. So no more in a month, in a week, if we start saving like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, if you're saving a day. So 26 are 120, 2 hours. In a month, you are saving around, my God, 8 hours, right? 8 to 9 hours you're saving in a month, which is huge saving for a smart guy, huge savings. So for me, but as I said, that is the criteria we should follow. That once we get money, invest instead of taking it home. Does it answer your question, Charan?
Yes, sir. For our company, we are using for feedback or we are using starting of the interviews. Like I don't.
I could not get your question properly.
Sir, for our company, why we are using this tools for customized emails for
Okay, so look, the thing is, we have 1,700 plus clients, prospects in the diesel eye segment, right? The syrups major segment, which I was personally involved with till 7 months back. So in that segment, 1700 emails, if I have to engage with, I would not want my digital marketing guy to do that. Yeah, I mean, that would be an injustice to him. Okay, then I'm not allowing him time to learn and grow. And I cannot expect a better output from him in the next month. So that was the time I got an approval also from my investors that I'm going to invest in the tools. And they were kind, they totally understood, they gave the approval. So we invested in smart tools. So that my other guy was conversant with MailChimp. So I allowed him the independence. So he used MailChimp thoroughly. I preferred ActiveCampaign, but he used MailChimp. And it was like once in a week we used to, schedule, and that was it. We used to relax after that and invest our time somewhere else. But in the Tech for Gen Z, we are again going the same thing which has worked successfully for Diesel. We are trying to do it, meaning to say manual, get money, invest in the tool, manual, get money, invest more in the tool, then make some profit and share with the employees. So that's the approach which I am following.
Okay, sir.
Because as far as the money is concerned, Tech for Gen Z is totally bootstrapped. We don't have external funds for it.
It's like we have to generate
Yes, it has to self-fund. You know about T-Hub, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So in T-Hub also initially it was like government was giving fund, but after some point in time they said you have to generate your funds to sustain yourself. That's the right way actually. So any startup. So T-Hub is also a startup.
In the University of Hyderabad also we have one incubator center like Aspire Bionest. It is for the engineering departments and biology departments, like biotechnology, chemistry, physics, like that they are doing.
And you have got a terrific work being done over there. In fact, in this, I think the biotech department, which is towards the end of your university, there I had visited last year. Excellent work being done as part of research over there. So yes,
Yes,
you guys are doing terrific work. Yeah.
yes.
Charan, you also wanted to join for something like the LinkedIn recommendation you were mentioning, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. So this weekend, we are going to close on the internship for most of us. Those of you who want to still continue and continue learning and take on additional responsibility. As I mentioned that initially it will be like learning. I'll also take a look like Deep I was mentioning his work. He has improved terrific fashion. So they are free to engage, but formally I would like to put a closure to that. And that will be the time when I will be going ahead and getting this LinkedIn recommendation to the people whom I feel that I can give. And that is the choice which you will have to leave to me. Certificate, each of you will be getting, who is present here, will be getting a recommendation. It will be a personal choice. Does that answer your question, Charan?
Okay, sir. Sir, till 20 I have exams, sir. After that I can give commitment, sir.
Charan, absolutely, I understand. Totally, I understand. In fact, your reason of leaving, I think last 18th, I guess you guys left. So it was exams, and I totally understand. Once you want to really learn, contribute, you're welcome. Because look, I had repeatedly mentioned that my goal had been that whatever mistake, even if you end up doing, do it with Tech for Gen Z. Okay, I'm here to correct it. I'm here to bear the brunt of it. I'm here. I can quickly correct it. Once you go and take money from someone, you should be like, boss, I'm going to deliver you value. Okay. And deliver him that value. No more mistakes over there. Minimal mistakes over there. Okay. So that's the whole purpose of handing over this assessment. And Deep, in fact, prior to Deep, Rishabh was also doing a very good job. Deep has excelled. Okay, so if I think my battery is also running low. So any more further questions?
No, sir.
Okay, so Deep, yeah, please, Rajesh.
Sir, after this meeting, I should call to Deep regarding all the credentials and all this things.
Yes, credentials, schedule, how he has been doing it. Deep
Yes.
spent some 5 to 7 minutes with him. Already, all of you, I believe, are capable in terms of learning of the tools. New tools, in fact, Deep has learned a few more tools. So that's a good thing that you can get knowledge from him. So Deep, please acquaint him. Maybe it takes 10 minutes, but I'm sure you will be kind to spend some 10 minutes with him. Yeah.
Sir, last doubt, sir. Every day I should post in the Instagram and Facebook tracking, sir.
Yes. And multiple posts, Facebook, multiple groups, and there is a smart way to post across multiple groups, which Rishabh had taught all of us. And after posting, like for example, at least on the Facebook, Facebook Tech for Gen Z and Instagram, post immediately, like it. Okay. I think Deep will tell you all of it.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, then thank you very much, each of you, and have a great week ahead. See you. Bye-bye.
So just a minute,
Yes, Deep.
sir. I'm sending AI tools on chat. In, uh,
It says your Mac will sleep.
so,
Eh,
okay, I will share it later.
you share it on the WhatsApp group, and I will put it
Okay,
across
sir.
on the main announcement group. Is
Okay.
that okay, Deep?
Okay, okay, sir. Okay.
Thank you very much, each of you. Bye-bye.
Sir, next meeting when will be there? Sir?
I'll let you know.
Okay, sir. Thank
This
you.
week, I will try to schedule, if not early next week.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Bye.
Sir, if